Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in this video today, we are going to show you the recent pickups that we've gotten. It's been probably a span of the last couple weeks to a month, so let's get into it. Hill's Toy Collection. Now, this first pickup we picked up at a vintage store down in Xenia, Ohio. It's called Route 68 Toys. They also have like a Route 68 toy mall down there. I think it's by the same owners, but very cool shop. We actually got there um, after the Great Ohio Toy Show, so they were wiped out a little bit, but still a lot of great stuff. So we'll start out with Piranacon from Transformers. It's 6 different Transformers that make this one big Transformer. So very cool. That would be my son's pickup from there. Next, I want to talk about the Mutaforce turtles. So these guys right here, they remind me a lot of Exo Squad, but they're just little turtles in these mech suits. So very cool. We picked up Raph, and then we also picked up Leo, and we also picked up Mikey. And then these figures that are in here, they are not the vintage ones that come with it, but they are the ones that you can get at the dollar store. I think they came in 2 packs, but they look a lot like the vintage one that came with them. So the main difference is they do not have the color on their bands like their bandana. These are more of a brown color, if you can see that. So very cool, but a nice cheap option. If you can't find the vintage ones, you can find these dollar store ones. I don't know if they make them anymore or not, but you can still probably find these pretty cheap online, and they fit perfectly in the mech suits. So there's the Mutaforce ones that we picked up. The last pickup that we got from Route 68 Toys is this Goosebumps tin. It's very cool. It actually has like some of my absolute favorite books from the Goosebumps line. Now, these books here, they're new, but they do not have like those bumps that's you would normally see on the Goosebumps books, but they still have the old school covers and all that stuff. So first off, we'll start with One Day at Horrorland. And then we have The Haunted Mask. Also, Welcome to Dead House. Night of the Living Dummy, which is a great book. And Say Cheese and Die. So, very cool little collector tin there. Also, on our trip down to Xenia, Ohio, we stopped at a Walmart, and I was finally able to get the Raphael and Mikey Fugglers. So you can find the Leonardo and Donatello ones pretty easily at Walmart. There's the back of it. But I have looked online and everything else, and I have not been able to find Raph and Mikey. So very cool to be able to finally find these. And there was only one Raph, and I think there was 2 Mikeys that was there. So let's go open these up real quick and see how they look. So they're so goofy looking. Look at that. So there's Mikey. And then let's open up Raph. And try to get his hair all done. So, yep. And then there's Raph. So they're really goofy looking, but they're awesome. So glad to finally be able to get all 4 of these together. And sticking with the turtle theme, finally found Ray Fillet from the Mutant Mayhem line. So a lot of the other figures came out a while ago, but Ray Fillet wasn't released yet. So finally have him in the collection. So that's awesome. Now moving on to the Big Bad Toy Store pickups. So if you have not been to the online store for Big Bad Toy Store, they're celebrating their 25 years. So definitely go check it out. They have tons of toys on there. So the first pickup from Big Bad Toy Store, we have Lord Grasp from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. So there's the back. So I have not seen him in stores or anything like that. So I was glad to be able to get him online. Then we'll move on to the Turtles of Grayskull. So this is the newest wave for the Turtles of Grayskull line. So we got April here. And then here's the back, which I have found her in store, but the rest of them I haven't seen yet. Now we have Hordak. That's a cool looking figure. And then on the back here, they have him fighting Splinter. So that's cool. Then we've got Stealth Ninja Leo. And on the back here, he's fighting Bebop and Rocksteady, which they were making a 2 Bebop and Rocksteady one. So it's 2 Bop Steady, I think, is what they're doing. So very cool. And then the last Turtles of Grayskull one we have is the Stealth Ninja He-Man. So pretty much just like the Origin He-Man figure, except he's got like a cloth over top of him and some different armor and stuff like that. So there's the back. Very cool. And then sticking with the Origin line, I did not get these ones from Big Bad. We found these in store, but the cartoon collection for Masters of the Universe Origins. So we have Clawful. And then we also picked up Spikor. So these are really cool. The cartoon collection we didn't want to pick up online, but if we found them in store, we wanted to get those in store. So very cool. And since I showed you guys the Turtle of Grayskull figures that we got, they just came out with a comic, Turtles of Grayskull. So this is very cool. This is the very first issue that they came out with. So there's a lot of cool art and stuff in there. Towards the back has some, looks like concept art and stuff, but I'm not going to show you everything. So if you got this, you're not spoiled or anything, but very cool that they're finally making a comic along with the mini comics that come with the figures. So happy to add that to the collection. Also from Big Bad Toy Store, we got the G.I. Joe and Transformers collab. It's Autobot Cup Triple T. And then it also came with Leatherneck and Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe figures. So very big box. Very cool to see. Here's the back. And then I did already open these up. So here are the figures. I'm going to keep the G.I. Joe figures on card, but I'm going to find the vintage ones to put with it. So here's Sergeant Slaughter. It's very cool to see like this retro style card art on there. Very cool. And then here is Leatherneck. Yep, Leatherneck. So I'm going to keep those on card, but I'm going to find the vintage figures. And this is the vehicle mode for it. And I have Crocmaster, which is a vintage G.I. Joe figure, and he fits perfectly in there. So that's why I want to just get the vintage figures and put them in there and stuff. But whoop, there he goes. But kind of see vehicle mode. And then with the magic of YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and switch him into the Autobot mode. And just like that, he switched from Triple T mode into the Autobot Cup. So very cool. He's got like all of his guns and missiles back here. And I really like it. And he's got nice ratchet joints. Very solid. So this is probably one of my favorite collabs that they've done. Very cool collab. Happy to have him. All right, last but not least, from Big Bad Toy Store, we have the Alfred Pennyworth and Batmobile from Batman Forever. So I did not get the Amazon one because it's the glow-in-the-dark one. I wanted the one that you could just press the button and light the lights up. I know it's not blue, it's green, but still it's a very cool vehicle, so I had to get that. So very excited about that. And my last pickup that I got recently, you've probably seen him sitting beside me this whole time, but is My Pet Monster. I got him on eBay, but he is the 2009 My Pet Monster. He's a little bit smaller than the original My Pet Monster. He does have his cuffs. It's like a cloth cuff with the chain still plastic that he can break apart. The difference also with the original is he's got a soft nose and soft teeth. But I think on this one, they actually did a good job with trying to replicate the original My Pet Monster. So very cool. You can see his My Pet Monster logo there on his foot. And he also does talk. So anyways, so very good, very cool. Happy to add him. There will be more on him on another video. I'm going to go through stuffed animals, my favorite ones from my childhood, kind of go through the line of My Pet Monster, a little sneak peek of that. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for the video for the pickups that I've had recently. If you've picked up anything, comment down below, let me know what you got, and I'll see you on the next one.